The man you're seeing here is dead. He was executed in China in 2010, convicted of murder and running a criminal gang. But on death row, Fan Qihang recorded this testimony. His lawyer made this video in 2009 as part of a campaign to save his client's life. In recent days, posting it online and giving a copy to CNN. On the tape, Fan claimed he was beaten by police and forced into a confession.
They tortured me every day. For half a year, I was forced to sit on an iron chair every day. They call it the interrogation chair. They put fetters on me weighing 24 kilograms and confined me to the chair.
These are images of Fan used to support his claims. They show bruise marks around his hands and arms. Another shows how Fan bit off part of his tongue. He says an attempt to bleed to death.
So the relentless torture really made me want to die. I tried to commit suicide. I couldn't take it anymore.
Fan said he was strung up with both hands behind his back, tied to an iron bar. He said he would go days without sleep or food, the handcuffs cutting into his skin.
Last time they tried to open the handcuffs, there was blood and pus all over them. It took them more than an hour to separate from my flesh. I'm still shaking.
So why this video coming out now? Well, Fan Qihang was arrested as part of an anti-crime crackdown by ousted Communist Party official Bo Xilai. Bo's sacking last month has sparked a mystery that has captivated China. He's made his name as party chief of Chongqing, a massive metropolis of more than 30 million people in southwestern China. Bo targeted gangs and corruption, but his critics say he used the anti-crime campaign to rub out enemies and rivals. Their barbaric kind of law enforcement, or rather their trampling of the law, he says, was against everything a modern civilization stands for and the development of the rule of law. Li Zhuang is another who claims he was targeted by Bo Xilai. He's a lawyer. He's not connected to the Fan case, but says, like Fan, he was also tortured. Li spent 18 months in prison. He says police beat him into confessing to falsifying evidence. Now he is finally free to talk, even on normally heavily state-censored Chinese media. He vividly describes being tied to a chair and his hands bound above his head for several days and nights. He says police tortured one of his own clients, an alleged gang leader, into testifying against him. He eventually soiled himself, he says. His interrogators ordered him to remove the feces on the floor with his bare hands and use his own shorts to clean up. Then they hung him up naked. Getting tough on crime was supposed to be the making of Bo Xilai. In fact, it's led to the exact opposite. In yet another twist, it's Bo's own former police chief, the man he entrusted to carry out the crime crackdown, who was led to Bo's undoing. Now, the top cop split with his boss, seeking refuge in an American consulate, reportedly fearing for his life. When the police chief voluntarily left the consulate, he disappeared. Bo Xilai has also vanished. No one's heard from him. Now his critics seemingly have free rein to attack Bo, the iron hand of the Chinese state apparently turning on one of its own. The release of this video seemingly designed to further smear Bo Xilai. But it won't help Fan Qihang. The man Bo locked up is dead. Breaking down on the video, his last words were how the torture marks would haunt him forever. Stan Grant, CNN, Beijing.